Welcome back to Bison Corp. The last episode, we released 2D Bison graphics too, and we built our beautiful headquarters and started expanding our teams. Now, before I started this episode, I did kind of change a few things, add a few things. Not much. I added a stairwell on the far side. I really didn't want to have any issues with the fire inspection. And then I kind of fixed up some of our rooms upstairs, wanted to match. So 2D to match kind of 2D audio, match audio so we can kind of keep track and they're all the same color. And then also I realized we didn't add a bathroom upstairs. So that was one other thing that I added. We still have this big space, not really sure where we're gonna kind of go with that. So we still have a lot of room to expand because we still have a bunch of room over here and then above our printing, which is currently set up over here. But I don't want to go too crazy over here because in the end, we never really know which direction we're going to go. We could end up making consoles or something like that. So I want to leave a lot of space over here if I really can. But yeah, all the teams are really kind of thriving here, and now it's time for us to go ahead and start expanding. So we just released, like I said, 2D Bison graphics number 2. We still have 10,000 active users on our first one, but who really cares? And we're gonna go ahead and automatically make a sequel. That's the first thing we're going to do. So let's hit advance. Mr. Bison will be the lead designer because he is also the previous lead designer. So he's our expert on 2D editors. And we're going to go ahead and use an existing framework. So we're going to grab that. Tech levels are good on the framework for now, I believe. So let's go ahead and remove those operating systems, check our active users, and we're going to want to do these 4 seem good. Everything's above 200,000. And this one was just released in 80. Just released in 82. It's 1987. So, all right, I think we're good with those 4. So we'll go ahead and hit next, and let's analyze the market. Pretty close, auto-bound, pretty close exactly to what we had in the framework, which is awesome because if you don't know the frameworks, they help speed up the process. So if you can see how everything's kind of green over there, you get these extra little modifiers. So 25% from the framework. So if we were to do something else, we would kind of get a decrease and it would take longer. So this works out perfectly. So yeah, it's only going to take about a year. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the good thing is we don't have to take a publisher anymore. So in our previous episodes, the last 2 products we launched with a marketing publisher, but we have that all in-house now, which is fantastic. And you can see we have a little bit of market recognition. So we're going to go ahead and just hit develop. And that is fantastic. So the first thing we're going to do actually is go here, make a press release, and then select our teams and hit M1, employees 1. So we're gonna hit yes because let's check our team management here. I know we set up HR and everything, but everyone's going to have to go ahead and start hiring. So let's see here, employees. Oh, we have to set. Looks like we didn't finish everything over here. So the next thing we're going to do is, let me just check one thing. HR management. Yep, we are going to hire. So that'll start filling in, and then they'll start filling out our press release there, and we will set up audio programming because we are going to launch an audio tool. That's going to be the next thing we do. Let's check our programming level. So right now I'm keeping it design and then programming up here on the second floor. Now, as we continue expanding, like I said, there's not really any more design room down here, so we might have to expand up here or to a third level. So, not really sure where that's going to go, but I want to see how many chairs do we have? So we have 25. Wow, so we can fit a huge team up here. So let's go ahead, go to HR and say, hire me. We'll go 16 programmers. And let's go to their specialization. So we need system, 3D, audio network. We're gonna kind of take everything. We'll get a little variety actually. But we don't need service marketing law or anything. They're just programmers. So that's gonna be their only job. And then don't want to work at a snail pace. Definitely don't forget your specialization. Don't break your computer, and we do not like stress. So we're gonna click that and high salary. So that'll fill in pretty quickly, which is great. And who's left? Game. So we're not going to start game yet. We have the game teams, game design, and game programmers set up, but we're going to launch our audio tool and our graphics first. And who is our lead designer? Norma. Our founder, Norma, is our audio tool specialist. So let's get going here and develop some software. So we are going to develop an audio tool. We are going to give that to the Audio D1, the audio design tool, with Norma Finch, who is inspiring, fantastic. And the development team is going to be Audio P. Audio D1. All right, perfect. Boy is tired and can't work. Hold on here. So now that we are expanding the teams, we are going to have to adjust our schedules because not everyone will have the capacitor like we had in the beginning. And then let's check our vacation. And like I said before, I like to do this too, so like the entire team doesn't just take off in a 2-month span, because if we're releasing a product around then, that could really kind of stab us in the back, which we do not want. So we're going to let everyone take vacation whenever they want, so they kind of spread it out, which is optimal for us. So we don't have too many people missing all at one time. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Fix that. And then we shouldn't have any too tired and can't work anymore. So we shouldn't have anyone too tired that can't work anymore. And then, all right, let's get back to our audio tool. So our first audio product, we're going to do Bison Ears. I don't know. I guess I'm not the funniest when it comes to names, but if you have any suggestions for the future, just drop in the comments any funny names, and maybe we'll use them. I'm making a couple videos and then letting them go out, so I will take advice, and it could be for an operating system or anything that we're going to do down the line. So anything punny with Bison we'll take for now. So just let me know, and then we'll go ahead and hit advance. We're going to make a new framework, Bison Ears framework, and it is on our own server. Let's drop these operating systems, and we're going to take the same 4 that we just made our 2D graphics on, and let's see what the market wants in an audio tool. Okay. So we want a little bit of this. Oh, okay. I got our red. And about 10%. I don't mind that. You get a few things in here. Maybe the green down. How's that? 14%, made it a little worse. We're trying here. This is, we do that. That 89, that's not good enough. Ooh, there we go. 100% and 6%. I like that. What was the market? We're pretty over on the red. Can we lower that? I feel like I've just made it worse. All right, I gotta reset here. Let's reset here. Okay. Take that. Take that. Note editor is too much. That's okay. 19, too much blue for recording. 89, not enough blue. Wow, 101%. We will definitely take that. And we are good to go. Like I said, we don't need any publishers, so we're going to go ahead and hit develop. And let's get a marketing going on that as well. Now our marketing team hopefully is starting to fill out, which they are not. So they have 2 tasks and they haven't hired anyone. Why are you not hiring? Oh, 4. All right. So there we go. So we're starting to get the hiring done. Our support team's got 15. Our marketing's got 4. 2D programming team has 16. Our audio has 14. Our 2D. Are we set up? 16. All right. Yeah. So the teams will start filling out. And let's drop. So we don't really care about the deals anymore. We're going pretty proprietary now. We got some bugs on our old. There's 9,000 active users, but we don't have anything for our programmers to do right now. So we'll let them update that, fix some bugs, and then we'll fix some bugs there as well. Yeah, I really do like how this headquarters came out. It's a little different. You know, I know there's a lot of wasted space in here, but oh, burglars. This will be our first test to see if our security's watching, and they are, thankfully, because we just started putting the awards out and whatnot. And we don't want to lose those. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I know we have a lot of wasted space in here, but in reality, you don't. Depending on what you're doing, you don't really need just huge offices. So it's not really that big of a deal. Oh, great. What's this? All right, so we are going to start getting some of these, which will tell us how we did on our actual build. So it looks like we need some, what? Unable to reach. Okay. We will see how we did on our actual build. See if we missed anything or anything along those lines that we'll need to fix. And the temperature in our server room currently is too hot. That will be the first thing we have to fix, is to get the temperature down in this room. I hate how ugly that looks, but that should do the job. And the temperature is going up. Okay, so that is an issue that we need to solve. I know what we'll do. We will go to build. And I think we can put vents right at the feet of these servers. Which 17 degrees, we're doing much better. And we'll throw a few more in for good measure. I'm not sure if these have a negative effect at all, but we're gonna just go with the fact that they probably don't. Not really getting any cooler. Alright, that's probably good enough. We'll see if it pops up again. We'll drop that. Fix our bugs. No updates, and wow, we are really 2D Bison graphics team. It's really cooking, and that's because we have that framework already in place. You know what? Let's keep this deals up here, because we could probably get some of these going, because our support team's really not doing too much, and our marketing team's a little busy. Let's see what do we got here. What about printing and hosting? A print job. About 340,000. Yeah, we can definitely take that job. Just bring in some extra income. Not that we... Whoa, 19 missed calls. We are going to... 19 missed calls. Why is our support team empty? How many people do we have? We have 15 people on the support team. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yet no one is in the office. Oh, did they all just go on vacation? That's exactly what just happened. So that is what I was worried about. So it's very unfortunate. But that is exactly what I was worried about. The entire support team just took vacation. So we are going to miss quite a few calls. Yeah, that's fine. Our original marketing publisher just dropped, which is not a big deal. And let's actually take a look here. So a few things that we're gonna have to do. So we have our press releases ready to go, but we're gonna have to have a release date. So what we're gonna do here is go to the event calendar. So we're in iteration 3 of Bison Graphics. We're gonna change this to 2D editor, and wow, we have pretty much free reign here. So it's August 1887. We're about to push it to programming. I think if we do, I'm gonna click market. I think we're gonna do December of next year. I think that should be enough time. That'll give us a year. And I think that's good for me. So we're gonna release that press release. And the reason I'm doing that is because we have a little over a year and 3 months, and we should definitely have enough time. I'm gonna push those bugs. We should definitely have enough time to handle that because the design is moving so quickly. And then now our audio tool, I am a little less confident on, so we're gonna do the same thing. And we're gonna see, so they come out in December. So I think we're gonna shoot for May of 1989. So that's what we're gonna do. It gives us a year and a half. We're gonna hit okay. Then we're gonna release that press release. Now we're gonna mark it. We're gonna hype. And then what hyping does is kind of keep the followers that we already have. So we really want to make sure that we do that. And then we're going to already get them working on another press release so that is ready to go. So let's move the press releases and then the hyping. I like to keep everything a little organized if I can. So I have an idea of what's going on. So we don't really care about that. We still want the support, but we don't want to see it open. I mean, we're up to 366,000 active users, which is awesome. Yeah, we got another half heart in market recognition, which is great. That canteen, man, that thing really fills up. The cameras need to be in a building. Oh yeah, we haven't built a security desk for the cameras, so that'll be something we have to do. And while this is going on, I think we're gonna start expanding the game team so we can start getting that ready to go. Let's take a look here. So game design 1. Yeah, sure. Everyone gets a pay raise. Everyone gets a pay raise. And then, so I want to say that there he is, Fletcher Flores. We need to change team to game design 1 because he is our inspiring game designer. I'm just looking at this right here. Look at that. Mr. Bison typing away in his private office. Oh, look at the money trees. They're nice and blooming now. Beautiful. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna hire a lead designer, and you are not going to be handling automation. So you can, who knows? We'll keep it now. Filter by compatibility for that. Let's see what we got here. HR, design, a little bit of programming. Old Soul, Nervous Bladder. Don't really love Nervous Bladder. I like this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot. We're gonna do that to game dev. I mean, slow eater and whatnot, but modest and big brain. Much better than Nervous Bladder and snail pace. We're gonna go ahead and hire you. Oh, let's start developing. Now we need to switch this to the 2D. Oh my god, that is going much faster than I thought it would. That is cooking. We have quite a few people on that team, so we're gonna have a lot of time to release bugs. Fire inspection failed. 4 fire alarm violations. Hold on. Wait a second. Huh. My hallways and the printer are... So I had sprinklers, but I didn't have the alarm, huh? Oh, that's frustrating. I thought I have everything. Anyways, back to what we were saying. We are going to get back to work here. I hate this view. Please get rid of that. And we need to change roles. We need to change your role. You are a leader. And then we need to go ahead and set up some HR. So let's go ahead and handle wages, handle complaints, and we will do education 3 people at a time. And designers will have 16. Specialization, a little bit of everything, traits. And the reason I'm leaving room is as we get later, we'll start to see things that we're kind of running into, like problem areas, whether it's 2D or something along those lines that we might need to hire more people for. And I want to leave a little bit of room, some extra seats for that issue. I really don't want to kind of hire a full team and then just run into those issues. So game design already has 18 people. So with that, so see, for example, Like it looks like our slow area when it comes to our graphics team is our 2D. So over time we'll kind of see that, and we'll be able to kind of adjust what the team needs. So that's why I'm not kind of filling up the whole room quite a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and release. I think we just released 6 months ago, but let's review this first. Let's review how we did. And we'll finish 9.9, so we don't need to iterate. And we are going to release. We got, look at that, even more followers from our press release. We'll give the audio tool a little bit more before we do it. The press releases won't work as well since we have no market recognition, so I'm not really kind of freaking out about that. Ooh, let's update our graphics to the most recent. And let's go in here and take a look at a game. We will assign this to the Game D1 team. I will get this right. Game D1 team, and then the Game P1 will be the development team. And let's take a look. So we're making a game simulation. Do simulation. You are Bison. So in our game, you get to be a Bison. I don't know who would want to roam around and be a Bison, but this is a fake world we're living in. And they will be able to do whatever they want. So we're gonna who would buy Bison Ears audio tool? Probably no one in real life, so who cares? So we're gonna make a new framework for You Are Bison. And I think our goal is to kind of get a few different games going once we expand. I think the next thing we're gonna do is jump into maybe an operating system, but we'll kind of see when we get there. Our main goal is to get these product lines out today and go from there. So let's see, remove those, see what operating systems we're working with. Okay, so another Titan Base 5 operating system is really skyrocketing. So we'll have to add that one that we were previously using. And then let's see what people want in a simulation. A ton of gameplay. Missing a systems programmer. Because we do not have that's just because we don't have anyone on the game design team. So ignore that. And we will continue on. We'll hit apply. Let's see what. Wait, is that? We don't want any story? Okay. Okay, alright, hold on. So physics, oh, that's a lot of gameplay. We get way too much story. Some more graphics. Don't care about the IP ownership. If I auto balance that, that's not the worst. 112. People really don't want story, and a lot of these things kind of come with that. So I think we're just going to take that as a win and take 12% wasted interest here. And then Fletcher Flores is our lead designer, and then we're going to go ahead. Yes, we do not have. You have chosen quite a large project for the size of the team. Yes, I know. It's okay. So we're going to go ahead and launch that. And now our priority is to fill the programming team. Sure, they can be aligned with D1. Begin looking. Slow eater, hypochondriac. I don't really love any of these. Hypochondriac, that means you call out sick more. We're just gonna do it. We will hire. And then gain P1, get employees, change benefits, launch that update, change role. And sorry, I'm looking around here. It's funny. This thing is just releasing, is just throbbing over there. Just trying to. I hate that I just said that, but I said it. That's what we're gonna kind of live with it now. It's just beeping so much. Then we're gonna go ahead over here and go to HR management, handle wages, education level 3 people at a time, and then we will start with 16 programmers. A little bit of everything. Our 4 most hated things are gone. And hi. Elvis Boot. Didn't I just hire you? Game Pro. I hired you a month ago and you want a raise? That's insane. I mean, I'm going to do it. I don't know who that says more about, me or him. Probably me. I should have fired him. So we're going to go ahead, set the HR. The game is now totally filled. And then we are going to write a press release. And then we are back at it. Okay, so we're going to release that marketing. We have the hype still going, and then we now need to get more press releases going again. This is where things start to get to be a lot, because now we got 3 projects going on simultaneously that we are trying to keep track of. And I'm going to order them. They're in order of release date. So December 1988. So we're actually getting pretty close at 2D. I'm going to have to fix that. So this took a lot longer than I was expecting, because our 2D has not really kept up pace. Wow, that was really slow. I thought we had been done with that a long time ago by how fast it was cooking. But we're going to go ahead 100% and 100%. We'll go ahead and promote that. We're going to pause real quick because now we are going to have to print. This is our graphics. So our graphics, we do have market recognition. We have a little bit of followers, not a lot. Hopefully it goes up a little bit more as we get going here. But let's get a print job. So we want a maximum of, first we're going to do 300 copies. I want to get 300 copies in stock, and then I'm going to lower that to 100,000. I think that should be good. But we'll get that going. So our printers will start kicking that off. And then I need to make sure, okay, so that one, I need to get that press release as top priority. And then let's do a press build, send out our product for what it currently is. And oof, we might have bit off a little bit more than we could chew. We have a year left on Bison Ears, our audio tool. And we're kind of just chilling with the game right now. No rush for that one. Haven't decided when we'll release that, but we'll take a look here. Not too long. 11 people on vacation. So see, that's the good thing of, like I said, setting up our schedule like this for our vacation. I mean, because we're up to 138 employees, and if they all took it at the same time, we'd probably just be in a whole bunch of trouble. Yeah, so we sent out our current version of the game. Sorry, the 2D graphics, and we are really cruising on some followers. So I'm not going to send a press release, so it's in December. I'll probably send this final press release out in thinking September, and then we'll probably share the product again, and hopefully we can really keep getting that up. Let's check our most recent. I don't want any bugs. As we release. Our game, we can release our first version. What did I just release? See, this is what I just released the Bison Ears press release. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to release You Are Bison, which I haven't even released the date yet, so that was foolish. See, I'm getting lost already. Once this game gets going, you can really start getting lost in a lot of traffic. But once we get these done, our next step is really going to be kind of project management and get these kind of continually operating on their own time. They'll be releasing and developing on their own and the whole nine. And then we can keep looking into expanding, and that's going to be awesome. So one step at a time. Burglars, oh no. Don't take anything, and security tells them to go away. Alright. How's our teams doing over here? Marketing. Support and marketing don't have a lot to do. They'll be busy once we get some releases going. It's August, so next month we're going to release that. We're finding a lot of bugs, still have a couple months. And then let me check the print jobs or manufacturing. We have the 300 in stock. Let's change this maximum now to 100,000. I just wanted to make sure that we got the 300 in stock for launch day. And we have 6 months to get this done. So 2D. All right. So this is what I'm seeing right now. Is it looks like we're low on 2D for our audio tool as well. So I'm going to go in here to programming. We're going to get a programmer. What are we slow on? Looks like audio. So we're going to go 2D audio. And we're going to go to the audio E1 team. And that's why it's a reason to not kind of fill out your teams all the way, because you'll be able to see kind of where their problems are, and then slowly fix it over time. And then hopefully, as people retire and whatnot, you don't run into more issues, but you can always figure that out. So let's see, Neat Freak, Silent but Deadly. We will take you, Slow Eater, and 45. A little bit of art, probably too much. You, that might have been overkill to hire 3, but it's totally fine. So we are going to continue on. So hopefully that'll speed up our audio in 2D. And get us a little bit back on track, because I did miscount in my head. That was horrible math. I said we have 6 months left. It is September, so that was a little off. But either way, I filled some of our problem areas. And then now that we're in September, also I'm going to release our final press release on Bison Graphics, and we are going to give an updated version of our product out. And hopefully we get even more followers as we kind of continue here. How much are people using the parking lot? I wanted to see how filled it was as well. Yes, we're getting a little bit more. Not too much. Oop. Okay. So it's really funny in this game. They park closest to the building. So they fill up the end, not the level. They literally take the closest parking spot they could to the building. So they'll go all the way to the top floor of the parking garage, just because it's technically closer to the building. So I always find that quite funny. We're in October, so a few more months. Wow, we got up to 1,600 followers. I'm a big fan of that. We have one more month, and then we release Bison Graphics. 470 bugs. That is the lowest amount of bugs that we have released so far, that we fixed on any of our releases. So hopefully that doesn't really become an issue, but it does seem that they're slowing down a lot. So hopefully there just weren't that many bugs. But we'll take a look here. And 10:30 p.m. So, you know, these leaders are always asking for raises. New features unlocked. What do we get? Ooh, computer operating system, 3D rendering. Yeah. So I think since we have the game going and everything, our next episode will be launching an operating system team. So it is December, and we are going to release our graphics. Let's see how we did. Ooh. Well, so this is fantastic, and then this is going to be based on our market recognition. So over time, that will go up. And then we're going to do a marketing campaign. We are going to give them a budget of, honestly, let's give them $100,000 a month. We're still really low in the market recognition, so I think that is going to be very, very helpful. I'm not sure if our team will be able to handle it, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And let's see. Ooh, that is something I totally missed. We're 41 minutes in, and I realized that our support team is not the one handling the support. And this marketing is not on the marketing team. Wow. All right. Well, that could be some of the issues that we've been seeing. So all of this should have been fixed, but it wasn't. So that's kind of where we are. I mean, we're going to just cancel support for this. That's fine. But so they were writing the press releases, but the hyping and everything was not correct, and our support team wasn't the one handling the support. But anyway, that's done. So we're gonna prioritize the 3. We're gonna immediately update to the most recent update of everything we can. And we are also going to come in here and port, because remember, there was a new operating system. Oh, looks like there's just one that we can port to. But either way, we're going to kind of get that going, because that is a priority. You always want to make sure on the first day you update to the most recent tech levels, or people will not be as happy. So we're going to pump that out, and we're already porting. Wow, we are really cruising. And the marketing, the team is able to get it all done. That is fantastic. And then, so we're going to release Bison Ears, and then we're also going to give our most recent version out. Wow, I said that. Recent version. That was crazy. And, okay, wow. There's already another update that we need to get out. But we also, we'll give it a little bit. They just finished the port. The design team kind of already could have had them working on it. Oh, I need to finish the update for the framework anyway. With the framework updated, bugs being fixed, the game is doing great. January 1989, we are really cruising. We're going to publish that. And then now that that's published, so that was Bison 2D Graphics 2, which was our framework. So we're going to go ahead and make a sequel. This should be the 2D Design Team 1, 2D P1, Advanced, Existing Framework. Make sure our operating systems are correct. So these are the ones that we need to port to. Analyze the market. I mean, it's fine. It's like, do we need to launch another one? I think we're going to, but the speed that we get these out might even be too quick for the market, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to take about 2 years, so I guess every 2 years is not bad to release a new one. So we're just going to go ahead and get that going. And then let's see where we are. So we're in January 1989. Ooh, we passed the fire inspection, thankfully. Push that update. We want to keep this update going as the bugs get rolled in. I'm not going to release that yet. This is a low priority. And our market recognition is going great. Now, we don't have a lot of sales. Why are our sales so low? $2 million, 1.8. I'm not loving these sales numbers. I'm going to be honest. Now, in the end, we might be kind of cannibalizing our own users. That could be it. But I'm a little upset. I mean, I thought we would have a better launch, but that's fine. That's very, very fine. Marketing is widespread, so hopefully as that becomes unavoidable as we spend more and more money. 108. So yeah, we're getting up there. So as our marketing goes out, we're probably gonna have to lower that soon. We're spending quite a bit, but it's okay. Let's send. Probably should have had another press release. Our game design is going quite slow. I'm wondering how many people we have that on. 18. We might need to fill that team out a little bit more. Let's make sure we have 20 designers because that is going really slow. And then we're going to pause. We didn't pause. Should have paused. I mean, so it's taking really long because we're making the framework. If I wasn't making the framework and using an existing one or something along that, the game would really be cooking, kind of like our graphics, our 2D graphics is going. But I'm gonna have to set a farther release date than I really need to on this, just because I don't want to release a new one just as we are cruising on the other one. So we're really starting. We're consistently moving up here, which is great. I mean, we're up to $18 million, and ooh, see, I'm starting to get caught up on everything. I didn't even realize that we don't have any copies. So let's do 100,000. I'm gonna have to buy some of these because I didn't prep for it. We do have all day to print. I think we'll be fine. This is our first audio tool, so we're not really going to have too many issues, I don't think. So let's go ahead and release. Five stars. Follower 50. No, we're not going to order any. I think we'll be able to print enough to cover. I don't think we'll cover too much. I don't think we'll release as many or have as many purchases as I think we will, or they think we will. But let's go ahead and open that up and see if I'm right, and see how we did on our first audio tool. Ooh. Okay, so now we need to close this. Run an update, but we're going to close that because now I'm going to have to keep track. And starting next episode, we're going to set this up in project management so we don't have to kind of keep an eye on it. But as always, when you release, the first thing you need to do is go ahead. 2D editor, we're going to put it on our 2D editor, which is fantastic because we don't have to pay any licensing fees with that. And we are going to update to the highest tech levels, and that will go all the way to the top. And then right after that, we are going to port the audio P1 to the Aurora 2 operating system, so we have more people to sell our products to. Those will be our highest priorities today. You are Bison. We will get to you. Marketing for Bison ears. Bring that up here. Let's see. These are our priorities. All right. Let's kind of get through this and see how we did. We have another programming team that could be helping. Oh, I hope they get this out today. Doesn't look like they're going to make it. It's going to be close. They got it. That's fantastic. Got all of our updates out. And we will see how we did on our first audio tool, Bison ears. Wow. 5.6 million. We sold 89,000 copies. That is way more than I thought we were going to do. And we are going to have to immediately, I think, jump into our manufacturing. We might have to expand. That is way too high. That is one extra zero. We're going to have to expand this manufacturing, I think, because we're going to have quite a few products going at the same time. And that is important. So let's see, we have Bison ears reporting to the, because we haven't even ported our audio tool to one of the biggest operating systems there is currently. So tomorrow we might see some crazy jumps in sales here, which is awesome. And then, so we're going to see how we do tomorrow. And then that's going to be the end of this episode. And then starting next episode, we are going to automate our current products as we start to expand into other markets as we enter the 90s, which is going to be just awesome. Wow, even more, 6.3 million. Yeah. So that audio tool starts market recognition at almost 2 full hearts out of 6, which is crazy. That is way better than I thought we would do. We must have hired the best audio people. Now, one thing before we leave, I would like to do is check to see. Oh, I don't think I can buy them out to the 90s. Is this true? Where are we at? I buy your 1990. That's too bad, because we are making quite a bit of money, so that's going to cost me more money to buy my other founders out. But it'll be worth it, because then we will pay out less dividends to them. So all of that will be in the next episode, and I appreciate you guys watching. Like the video, please. Subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for names or anything I'm missing, go ahead and let me know below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.